MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Seattle Mariners. Detroit hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Marco Gonzalez, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games. This guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm. And that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off. And from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue. So that at least is a good sign. So coming to the plate, Jonathan Schoop. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 4. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, D-Row, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. And he'll snap one over to first. And he's back easily. The 2-1 home. Runner goes for second. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Out of here. Into the visitors' bullpen. So it's a 2-run homer for Jonathan Schoop. His first home run of the season, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Batting third, the first baseman, C.J.
Here's C.J. Cron now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll check in here at 277. 4 home runs and 17 RBIs. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Throw into second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. The relay throw, and he's safe. With that, let's get you a look at the starting nine for the Tigers. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
I think the focus has to be on Cameron Maybin. He was the catalyst for this ball club last month. He had an on-base percentage of over 400. And when you're doing that, you're really helping your team.
Stepping in, Niko Goodrum. And the Tigers trying to make this first inning even bigger here. From the stretch. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Hey, good job of hitting right there, D-Roll. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. All you want to do is put the ball in play. He did just that. Hits a grounder right up the middle that drives in a run.
Yeah, took it right back at where it came from. All you're trying to do is avoid the corners. Hit something hard up the middle, whether it be on the ground or in the air. You're going to drive the run in.
And there he goes towards second. Strike one to start the at-bat. Goodrum, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a swing, but not much behind it as this is lifted into shallow center. And that's in there, base hit. He'll get it into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
First pitch is a sinker for a called strike one.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Spencer Turnbull gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Line towards center field. But this is unfortunately right at him in center field as he takes it in for the first out. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fouled away.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that inside part of the plate and you do your best to cover away.
The next 0-2.
Nice
Swung
try,
on
Mo.
and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right?
Batting first.
All he wants to do is
The
get on
designated
base
hitter,
and take advantage of
Evan
the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
1-1 the count. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Running hard. He's digging for second. Well, you can see why these fans are so excited about this rookie.
Yeah, Matt, just a nice piece of hitting by this youngster. Not only does it look like he's going to be a solid contributor, it looks like he may be an impact player at the big league level for years to come if he can continue to learn and develop. He looks good to me.
Dan Vogelbach is next. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Hey, I love the location right there. Maybe that extra base hit was a big wake-up call to get it going.
Behind 0-2 now. Here it comes, 0-2. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Jacoby
Leading off for the Tigers, the center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
J.P.
He's set and the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Tom Murphy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mariners leave 1. They trail here. Digging.
Leading off for Detroit, the catcher, now pitching for the Mariners, number 50, Eric Swanson.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
And he'll get back in standing. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stewart moves over, and the inning is over. Mariners forced to settle for 1. 9th inning coming up. Tigers are out in front 10-1. Striding in once again, Austin Romine.
Leading off for the Tigers, the catcher, Austin Romine.
Ready once again, Evan White starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Misses, ball 2. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone! A solo shot here to left. Third home run for him on the year, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. And the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Casey Mize is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 32, Casey Mize.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Shot towards second. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Popped him up. Candelario in foul ground. Nice to play, 1 away. Next for Seattle, Kyle Lewis. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Vogelbach leads off first with 1 away. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a drive out to left center field. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last chance for the Mariners.
Nice
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, listen, there's no doubt they were pressing during that 7-game losing streak, but that's behind them now. Now they can play a little bit freer, which is the way this game is supposed to be played anyways.
10-2 the final in this game. Detroit get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Spencer Turnbull takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Marco Gonzalez permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa.